Damn, level 32 already? This game is easy. Bring out the dragons, bring out the nest. LFP Cerberus Nest normal. Wow, look at this dude, GSAS. He's looking to get carried on Cerberus Nest. That sucks. Sucks to be noob. Well, since I'm the protagonist of the game, I'll just carry this dude. What? The audacity of this dude. He kicked me? The protagonist?
What?
This is Chimbul. Chimbul thought he's the protagonist, but quickly, he got slapped by the reality that he is an NPC. He also got called noob. In gaming, noob, or short for newbie, is a slang term for a beginner or someone lacking in skill. It's often used in a derogatory way to mock players who are new or unfamiliar with the game's mechanics. Hello! Welcome to Dragon S Classic. The best part of being a noob is that we don't know anything and all we have to do is keep learning new things every day until we become Noob Pro Max. Like me. I completely understand the struggle you are facing, and like you, I'm a former noob who got kicked out of pub parties probably because of my chosen build sucks or it didn't meet a certain stat for the content I wanted to do. So, let's do this! Hello everyone, my name is Naive, and for this video, we will discuss general newbie tips that will assist you on your character progression. A better understanding of the class you are playing is critical to determine which stat to invest in. So let's quickly define the available stats to us. First up, we have STR or Strength. Strength gives physical damage, stun, paralysis, and paralysis resist. Strength is associated with items that have a bear prefix. Next up, Int. Intelligence or intellect gives mana, magic damage, and magic defense. Intelligence is associated with items that have an intellect prefix. Third, Agi. Agility gives physical damage, critical, and critical resist. Agility is associated with items that have a wind prefix. Last one, Vit. Vitality gives health, defense, and stun resist. Vitality is associated with items that have a health prefix. But Naive, I noticed STR and Agi both give physical damage. Does it mean my archer should focus on stacking strength? Nope. Allow me to introduce class-specific scaling. For reference, here's a visual aid to simplify how stats scale for each class, so feel free to pause the video. To answer the previous question, no. Archer should focus on stacking agility, as it not only has better physical damage scaling, but also gives critical stat to deal critical damage. Also, critical is associated with items that have a fatal prefix. But the game does not have a button to allocate my stats. I want to increase my critical stat, but I'm not an archer. Well, that's a very good question. Dragon Nest automatically allocates stats for each level up, so there is no button to allocate it. Your main way to allocate these stats is through your equipment and heraldries. Now, let's discuss equipment. Equipment consists of armors, weapons, and accessories. First, armor is responsible for increasing your physical and magical defense. This means that an armor with a higher level requirement gives higher physical and magical defense. So, there's more physical and magical mitigation. Alright, next up, weapons. Weapons influence your attack power. And accessories consist of both offensive and defensive stat. Next topic, heraldries. Heraldries, on the other hand, consist of enhancement heraldries, skill heraldries, and special skill heraldry. Enhancement heraldries is where you place your basic stat heraldries such as STR, Agi, offensive stats like critical, physical, and magical damage, and defensive stats such as health, physical, and magical defense. Skill heraldries, on the other hand, are for boosting the effect of your skills, whether it's for additional damage, lesser cooldown, and etc. And then we have special skill, heraldry, which will give you boss-specific skill that you can use while you have this equipped. All heraldries are crafted from heraldry plates, which you can access through the heraldry scholar. When crafting enhancement heraldries, there is a chance of generating an extra line of stat, which is commonly called third stat. Going back, if you wish to increase your critical stat, you need to equip the relevant equipment and enhancement heraldry, which has a fatal and wind prefix. And also, if you happen to come across with a third stat critical plate, that's also one way to increase your critical stat. I see, but I want more power. Is there anything else I should know? Yes, there's more. Here's your introduction to potential and enhancement system, also known as RNG power. First, potentials. Potentials can be placed in your equipment as additional stats. To add the potential, you need a specific code for each equipment. These are agate codes for armor, crystal code for weapons, and diamond code for accessories. Next, enhancement. You can safely enhance your equipment up to +6. All you have to do is find your local blacksmith, and anything beyond +6 has a chance to destroy your equipment if you fail to enhance it. So be sure to have protection should you want to smash your equipment further in order to be safe. Yes, I'm talking about magic protection jelly. Both of these operate on RNG, so tread carefully as min-maxing these could make you broke fast. But I'm so scared to min-max. I want something more deterministic. Is there such a feature? Of course! Suffix crafting got you covered. Suffix crafting can be accessed through the blacksmith. Crafting this not only gives additional stats to your armor and weapon, but also grants offensive and defensive passive skill that will activate based on the condition it says. Ooh, nice. I want more. Of course. But this is the last one, okay? If we dive further, you might open your wallet and become broke because there are costumes, costumes that brings stats which could easily become expensive. So, allow me to introduce titles. Yes, titles. Simply equip a title and you will gain stats. Easy. It looks a lot, but to break it down, we discussed the following: stats, equipment and heraldry, potentials and enhancement, suffix crafting, and title usage. Now that you have a solid understanding of the stat system, the next question is, where do I get this? To ensure steady progress on your character, doing your daily Saint Haven Abyss dungeons and fatigue burn will allow you to farm gold, equipment, heraldry, and codes. While Chaos Opening Baera is where you get materials for suffix crafting. If you have the gold, don't hesitate to check the trading house if you ever want to craft or purchase your Cerberus gears directly. You may also check out Dishonest Merchant Pero to grab yourself a title with decent stats for only 1 teardrop. And before I award you the Noob Pro Max certificate, please check out the Nest manual. Before going to Nest, this will make a huge difference on how you approach the Nest, and a wise man once said, "This changes everything." Congratulations! You have completed the Noob training course and is a certified Noob Pro Max, like me. And that's about it for the video. And as always, this is only a recommendation. Do what works for you and always prioritize your fun. If you have questions, feedback, or any violent reactions, feel free to comment down below. And if this video helped you, leave a like and subscribe for more Dragon Nest content. Peace out.